Hi there, everyone. Comrade Silicon here, ready to, I'll do some more mini painting. This time, continuing on with the, sassafras cam. Sorry, I'll get that in a second when I'm done with the opening. But yeah, here to go ahead and continue mini painting with the series of NFL Space Marines. Today's going to be the AFC South, which will be the Houston Texans, Indianapolis Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Tennessee Titans. This one is going to be a little bit more complicated because there's a great variance for the most part in colors. There are two teams that have actually pretty simple uniforms in the end, but yeah. We're going to go ahead and continue trying to work with the base colors for all these teams, and, well, that'll be it. Let's go ahead and get some lo-fi on. Alright, there we go. And let me go ahead and get someone a sassafras cam, because I didn't get that set up. I actually need to, because I do this to charge my phone at the same time. Oh, can I just get sass? Here we go. Let me find something else to keep this up. There you go, Cactus. Help me out there. Colts is blue and white? It sure is. It is that simple. And there's Sassafras Cam. Look, there's Sass just sitting in their bowl as well. God, they have gotten so big since I've gotten them. Used to fit perfectly fine in that bowl, and now they overtake it. What a cute little axolotl. Oh, what are you leaning over for? Hold on. It should be on Wi-Fi, right? Yeah, no, it's just a spotty connection. The power went out a little bit ago, so having some issues there, but hey. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start things off by working on the whites for all the uniforms here. Just a common color to get it all done with. For the Texans, that'll be the pants. The Colts, that'll be their helmet and their pants. Jaguars actually don't get any, and the Titans, it'll be their pants. Okay, so 3 of them get pants, and 1 of them gets helmet as well. Alright, let's start with the Corax white then, in that case. A sass slideshow, yeah. Sorry about that. Alright, well, this paint's no good. It somehow got too oxygenated or whatever, and it's very stiff. Whatever, that was the free one that came with the intro set anyways. No worries, it's cute. Okay, I was gonna double check to see if I can fix it up. Actually, no, I never want the white to be the color of the weapon because it looks bad. I might do the Colts jetpack as white as well then. Gotta grab the Titans have 2 blues. Okay, their helmet blue is gonna be the same as the Texans blue, looks like for us. Alright, let's go ahead and get the pants done here for Houston. I got some spots elsewhere. Hold on. We'll fix that up when we get to the other colors anyways. Had to go back to a state that doesn't exist. Oh, actually, when I'm gonna be visiting family this weekend, it's gonna be some family that's moved down to Florida. So, it's a different cursed state. Yeah, some of my family moved down there earlier in the year. Still gonna be seeing them while they're down. I still have some family that lives in Ohio by all means, but I won't be seeing them for another few months. Oh, yeah, I should also go ahead and I'll say hi to Sega. Yeah, I'll see if I can get something planned to meet with Sega and Snowy. Don't know if I have any other friends that live in Florida. Oh, yeah. I guess I should go ahead and do the thing of how I feel about all these teams going into the NFL season. I will say that, well, this division and the other South Division are not exactly great. And in fact, I have very low expectations. I like the Houston Texans because of Stroud being there and because they have a very good-looking defense. But now, Jacksonville might be a fun team. I don't know. Depends on Travis Hunter. And God, yep. The Titans and the Colts suck. And when it comes to the Colts, they are obviously about ready to go into a new rebuild of their own because they decided to bring in Daniel Jones as the quarterback competition for that room. So that shows just how bad of a state it is right now. They're going to be looking at a new quarterback to lead the team when they get a rebuild going in the next couple years. So yeah, the Titans had a terrible roster, and I don't really care about the coach. What the coach has shown so far. And Titans, here you go. Yeah, the Titans, like the roster also sucks. I mean, they got a new QB for the best for Cam Ward, obviously, but yeah. I will say, it was a funny thing in the draft because everyone knew that Cam Ward was going to be picked, and he wasn't exactly a really exciting prospect himself. That's him being taken #1 overall very easily got overshadowed by so many other things in the draft. And Colts had Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck, but not much after. Yeah. Yeah, the Colts have been struggling to find a good team to work with. Do I want... I won't do another. I won't do a white back there. The Colts are going to be the only one for this stream that'll have them. Not fully dried, honestly. I'll still do that later, though. the way, after this white, it really is just, I guess, one shade of blue that teams will share, and that'll be a whole lot of new stuff. So I have to get multiple brushes ready. Boy, let's wait for that white to dry in the meantime. You know what? Let's work on contrast here. Let's get a dark blue. This will be for the Titans boots and helmet, as well as the Texans, well, uniform everywhere that is painted white already. It's that same dark blue that we can get from Ultramarines blue. I do have my Crag blue as well that I'm gonna be trying to lighten down. No, yeah, this will be the Colts. I don't need to lighten it down that much yet. The Titan's body part is gonna be a little bit weird though. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this contrast going. Oh yeah, I can go ahead and turn axolotl cam off now. It's been long enough to make up for things. Anywho. I think I'll make the jetpack here the red that goes with Texans when I work on them. Same with the weapon. That should go a little bit better. I need to wait for the white to dry still. It's pretty dry here on the Colts. Maybe I can get into that next Colt after all. It's just easier to go between models if you have to paint a lot more than what I've been doing. Because you have more surface area, which means there's more time for everything to dry. Time for everything to be ready for the next layer. God, I'm glad that this is the first one. So I can be messy. Everything's gonna be filled in after this, after all. But boy, I would be otherwise unhappy with all the spots I'm getting on here. I will say I am sorry that I'm not doing both South Divisions today like I said I would. I had some issues finding like parts for a couple other Space Marines to finish up a set, so I'm gonna have to buy those after all. Luckily, when I get to the NFC South, that is a very easy division to paint, because 3 out of the teams have a lot of black, so I can just use the primer. And then it's like 1 or 2 other colors after that. They are very simple. So yeah, I might honestly try to think of something else to do when it comes to that time. It won't be next Monday though, as that'll be part of when I'm gone. So instead we'll be having to plan things out for after the Hall of Fame game and into preseason. Which, hey, we're almost there already. Everyone ready for some football? Don't you all get excited all at once now. But no, I'm ready for the new season. Should be nice and fun. Unfortunate news for the Lions, who've had multiple players already out for injury. Oh yeah, this is also something that just happened as this stream is Jerry Jones being very not smart and deciding to just throw jabs at Micah Parsons randomly. And then also throw jabs at some other players of his as well on that team for getting big contracts and not being available the entire season because of injury. Like Trevor Diggs and Dak Prescott. It's just a whole, what are you on about, man? I don't know if you want to be throwing shade to the players keeping your team up. That's just how Jerry does things. It's dumb as it is. I guess if we want to stay on to AFC South stuff, you know what, let's look, sorry not to be too dour, let's think about some things to be excited about for the division, even if it's not great. Alright, for the Texans, there's seeing how their revamped wide receiver core looks, since to counter all the losses, both injury-wise and free agency-wise they've had, they put a lot of focus into that in the draft. And I'm excited to see what happens with that and see if a revamped offensive line is going to be able to help CJ Stroud, since it was a liability, to say the least, in 2024. Yeah, that's a defensive line mentioned as well. That should be a nice and fun unit to see just start decimating other teams. Gonna steamroll a lot of people. Also, congrats to one of their DBs on showing up last season at a tremendous spot and getting himself a big contract in response. Alright, let's see now, for the Indianapolis Colts, I guess good luck on trying to find things. Maybe something works for them. Maybe they end up having a nice enough year after all that. They managed to surprise a lot of people. Well, especially me, I guess. And that the competition that they put in actually does work and gets a big response from Anthony Richardson, so he gets improves tremendously as a passer. And God, I don't know. Yeah, they'll see some growth from their young talent. If not from Anthony Richardson, then from around the roster instead. This is a season about checking on their young talents still in their rookie contracts. See who's gonna be good to keep around for the coming seasons, and who is gonna be able to be let go or traded away. Sorry, it's not that I lost focus or anything, I just really wanted to work on that. like it. Your jetpack's gonna be the blue as well. You deserve it, Titans. You deserve something cool. A dark blue jetpack. But yeah, so now moving on to Jacksonville Jaguars. I already said, for the most part for me, it's just about watching Travis Hunter, the superstar in the making, dual threat, who can be either a top-tier wide receiver or a top-tier corner. I don't know how much two-way he's actually going to be playing in the league, but it'll be interesting at least. Gonna be a fun watch, and I believe he's gonna be he has the makings of being a star. That said, I also don't expect much from Jacksonville. I think they should be content to go to, you know what? I feel like they're a 9-win team. An 8 or 9-win team. I'm not gonna get too crazy. I think they have it in them to surprise some folks, but yeah, I don't exactly think they're gonna be a playoff contender. I want to go that crazy on my expectations on them. Sunday, you had your food? Nope. I'll let me get the spray bottle. My cat's trying to get me to get her a 4th meal of the day. Hey, Gwen. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Relate to your cat. Or are you looking for more food as well right now? You know what? It's so Gwen, you deserve the treat. How about that? Sunday, meanwhile, is probably gonna scratch me in my sleep because I didn't give her enough food. I'm joking. She's not actually a demon cat by any means. Did okie dokie work on a game? Oh yeah, I saw you posting about that on Blue Sky. Yeah, interesting to see how that looks like at the end. That sounds pretty cool and complicated. Oh, you need to eat less? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so okay, I actually might give Sunday a treat after stream. Not another thing in her food bowl, but just get some of the snacks for the cats in the house. It's the third or so game we've done. I think it's the most complicated game play-wise. Is it the RPG one, or is this going to be something else? By the way, for folks who don't know, Yap Queen Gwen is a smart tech person who has made some cool features on her channel through Firebot that should be checked out as well. By the way, Peak was fun, by the way. I want to make sure to say that as well. It was a fun time. Thank you for inviting me to that. Had a lot of fun, even if it was in the latter half of a much longer stream day than I expected, so my energy wasn't fully there. I'm sorry. I still had a great time with y'all. Shit. I have to go over with the white again on that. Yeah, this brush ain't good anymore for the finer details. This one's called Bin of Treasures, all about finding stuff in trash bins, collecting or selling it, upgrading your home, building weapons and vehicles, raiding human businesses, and fighting animal control. Oh, it's Raccoon Sim. Okay, and the RPG one was made by another streamer. Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, I got distracted, so I didn't say what I think is a positive thing to look out for the Titans. Cam Ward. Just hope that Cam Ward is their future quarterback and shows something to work on this season. That's it. They're very simple that way. Oh yeah, I was making your jetpack also blue. Yeah, it's nice to have gotten some practice in mini painting, even though I am definitely hitting bad spots here. I understand I can fix them later, but I still... So it's not full mess-ups, necessarily, but yeah, I'm happy that I've been able to get faster about this process over time. It's like they say, practice makes perfect. Although in my case right now, it's practice is making okay, and fix it later. I still envy the people who make, like, designs that can go, color designs that can go into, like, competitions, and just some amazing works that way, but those are people who've been in the hobby for much longer than I, and have a much better understanding of art, either be how to mix colors, brush or airbrush, color theory, all that kind of stuff. They have a much better idea about that than I, so I'm content where I am. Okay. Texans. Yeah, let's get your red now. It's kind of tough to think of a good red, but I think this Mephiston red will be another good option here. Let's get a smaller brush too, just to be extra sure. The one with Rio, nah, that's a bit too small, too delicate. Nah, that's good enough because I have to mostly work on small details for this red anyways. Alright, first a line down the center of the legs. Alright, now we're going to be getting the weapon and the jetpack here. If I was bothering to make this into an actual army thing, I would try to make the glow on the hands like I do with my Necrons. And I'm good. I'm good how it is. Oh, it's gonna be nice to get back into them too. My undead skeleton robots. Looking forward to working on them again. Sometime in August. Although at the same time, not sure how much longer I'll be doing Makeshift Monday as an attempt at a weekly thing, because it's hard to try to juggle collabs as well as my own streams I want to do. When I have Forlorn Dirge already, as well as try to do Makeshift Monday as another weekly thing. It's hard to try to get too many things scheduled if I'm gonna lock myself. Oh, my whole scheduling's already locked behind so many things. So, not sure what Makeshift Monday is gonna be like going forward, but I will try to do it at least once a month, if not 2 times a month. And still work on different hobbies off stream as well. It's kind of like also a cost thing because, oh boy, hobbies are expensive, especially something like Warhammer. I already had to really downsize how much I was going to be doing the cocktails stuff for the starts of streams because of the cost of alcohol. And then when you consider that the pack of minis I used for that I've been using for Space Marine so far have been, it's now 3 10 pieces for $50-something each. I got some mileage out of them at least, but yeah. I still need to try to reach out to more people for more collabs. There's some people I haven't done something with for a long time that I really want to check in with as well for different things. Some other ideas I've had that I want to reach out to other people. Whether it be stuff I've actively talked about and reached out. Hinted at wanting to do before, like Dark Souls Deathlink playthrough or challenge with folks. Or some other things I've thought about before but haven't been able to work on or even try to get started. It's just a lot to try to juggle around, you know. I feel like I also have a thing where I end up doing this all in spurts, where I'll get myself amped up about an idea, work on it, and get a if it's a collab thing, just put so much energy getting a bunch of collabs, like when I did a frenzy of tabletop collabs earlier in the year. And then I just get myself burnt out on all the energy spent on scheduling. And don't really want to plan anything out afterwards. Which, by all means, I definitely need to at least check in with folks for Red Dragon Inn again. Probably a couple of usual suspects, well, like Sega and Twig. See if they're gonna be down for that sometime. Obviously other people, especially since it's not how the game's intended to be played, but you can get up to 8 people in that. Probably 6 cap for anything, though. I like that game, and it's an easier one to get folks into than my actual favorite board game, Betrayal at House on the Hill. Because Betrayal can get complicated. Whereas Red Dragon Inn, silly card pops up, react, and either actually drink or pretend drink. I'll always actually drink until I feel like I'm getting intoxicated too much. This is more fun. I know my limits, and I'm careful about that. And I'll never be upset with anyone that doesn't want to drink during that game, because it's a silly, dumb thing to get upset about, and a silly, dumb thing to even do the drinking in the first place. Yeah, there's, God, I don't want to do some more Mario Party, but I don't know who would be, like, wanting to do the normal Jamboree and who's already gotten, like, gonna be wanting to do the Switch 2 version instead, which I can't do because I don't have a Switch 2. And my Switch 2 funds are probably going further down the line since I have TwitchCon to worry about, my family trips, and also my headset kinda broke. Being taped together gingerly when the left ear just popped out and the screws broke. I don't know what happened. It still works, so I don't care about like actually replacing it. I can tape it together just fine. There's no sound issues or anything. It's just the thing of like, well, tape time it is. It's yeah, it's 3 months away, but yeah, looking forward to TwitchCon as well. Hope to see some people there. I forget all who's going. I'm pretty sure I know at least some people. Oh, the stream team I'm in, Firekeepers, are gonna be having some of their folks going as well. Trying to see about a. Yeah, gonna be need to go ahead and meet a bunch of those faces. My big thing is I hope that the community meetups aren't put next to a goddamn dance floor this time that is blaring music and bright lights. That was such a dumb idea on Twitch to be like, yeah, the place to go ahead and let people hang out, chill, and just chat with one another about things. Put it right next to the thing that's gonna deafen everyone. Surely there won't be any issues with that. We all love yelling to try to hear each other, right? Goodness. Oh, by the way, Texans are done. Well, that was simple. I ended up just focus. You know what? Yeah, I gotta kind of focus up for the most part for these guys because they're mostly different colors for the uniforms. All right, so that's gonna get us into the Colts next. Already one color down. Only one more to go. That'll be getting everywhere that isn't white. Yeah, let's do the not Temple Guard blue, but Crag blue. It's the closest enough. It's not the best color, but I couldn't find any at the shop that necessarily felt like it matched the cerulean that Indianapolis uses. All right, let's go for a thicker brush too because of this. I'll go with the intro set brush. Some stuff outside of this hobby, by the way. Almost done with the first draft of my novel, finally. Excited to look over that, as I've already found many things I want to completely change about it while writing. It's like, boy, I need to do this so I make sure I hint at this better. I need to go ahead and just cut out these sections because they actually don't have anything to do with this. I might need to just completely change up a bunch of stuff because of the flow not being great, yada yada yada. But hey, that's all part of the process. I'm excited to go ahead and see it through. Just like with mini painting and so many other creative hobbies, it's okay to make mistakes at the start. You can go ahead and fix them later. Just like I've gotten white paint on some edges that aren't good. Just a little bit of extra paint so they're all gone. Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid, instead, to not be able to learn from the failure. Or to be too cocky and too nervous to try to fix the failure. Yeah. I'll have that covered up now. How's everyone been doing? Anyone watching any fun shows or playing any fun games? I'll say it wasn't something I'm gonna be putting on YouTube, but I did get a little bit into Uma Musume myself. Had a fun time nearly winning someone's full story. At least beat their basic story. Got into the quarterfinals or semifinals for the Ura finale. And lost there, but hey, it was great to have made it that far at least. It's a fun game. I see why people have gotten into it. Yeah, juggling that while also trying to go between finishing up Expedition 33 and starting up Metaphor Re Fantasio. God, another RPG I still need to work on, or get into in the first place, is Dragon Age Veilguard. I really understanding that I'm not a person who can really play a lot of RPGs. They take too much of my time nowadays. An unfortunate side effect about being an adult with multiple hobbies is that you'll have to take out some of your hobbies so you make room for, well, daily living as well as the other hobbies. Alright, well, since the blue's already drying, let's get back into another layer immediately. Oh, shit. I already knew I was gonna have to go back with more white on some other things for touch-ups. Here we go. And Indianapolis is almost done. Getting close. Oh, nice and fun journey this has all been. You know, we're over halfway through the year, and I've been thinking about some of my New Year's resolutions I made. A lot of fitness-related stuff, still trying to work on them. Nowhere near a lot of them, since I still need to... Well, I've been having some issues with my workouts the last a couple months. So trying to get myself on track again, but hey. Other than that, though, it's just some simple stuff, some simple places to visit nearby. Still need to take a couple trips to various national parks. See the wonder of nature and the majesty of billions of years in the making. Need to get myself back on track for some other stuff as well, like some reading goals I tried to make, as well as just other learning goals. I wanted to make 2 cosplays this year, but I haven't even made one because I got myself distracted and a different creation endeavor with making animal enclosures. The 50-gallon for my leopard gecko, the 20-gallon for my male hognose, the 20-gallon for the axolotl, and the IKEA display cabinet that's now a crested gecko tank waiting on its occupant. I might not have got into the same creation I thought I was going to get into, but it was still a fun time regardless. I'm happy to have had these opportunities. Anyways, Jacksonville, we're going to be doing Aethermatic Blue for the most part. I forgot I spilled a lot of paint from this before. Which is why it's missing so much. But yeah. Everything but the helmet and the weapon and backpack are going to be colored. Everything else will stay the prime black. So we're back into the big... No. Is there a smaller brush that we can work with? No, this is the smallest. That can still cover a wide area. Yeah, I thought the Indianapolis uniforms were simple. I forgot Jacksonville is going to be just what we're doing here. Although this one will take multiple layers for sure. Maybe 3 to make sure that the colors stay on. Back for the creation thing, I do also want to say a thank you to everyone who's watched or joined along at some point. Help me feel like it's a good thing to continue on with these different endeavors, to continue trying to make things and have fun, and hopefully inspire other people to start a hobby or continue on one. It has been fun on the animal side to have had multiple people say that me showing off my animals has gotten them into wanting some similar ones. I know, well, I'm partially to blame for Sig and Snowy getting themselves ready for axolotls as well, since because of Sassafras. But I've also had some other people talk about like how they want to get Hognose Snake as well because of me posting about Groose. I should have done a white primer on this guy. Boy. And maybe if I show more for... Oh, maybe when I get my Crescent Kick and show them off, maybe that'll also inspire more people to get one too. Because I've already seen some people talk about how they've always wanted a Crested Gecko too. I might just drive them over the edge and end up buying one, depending on how things go with mine. And I say, hell yeah. If you can afford to, and have the space to for an animal to take care of, why not? Okay. We got some decals to do for the Titan still, but we're going to be working on a light blue now. We're going to get Temple Guard blue, but this is honestly not light enough. I think I'm going to mix in a little bit of white with this to get it just the right kind of like light blue coloration. It's pretty close, but yeah, I'm gonna need some whites. Let me get a dropper. A dropper doesn't exactly want to fully work. Alright, here we go. This should be a good enough color. Yeah, it'll be everything that's not painted in. I did get the weapon right. Okay, it'll just be the body then. Oh, body and arms. Yeah, that's a good enough color for Tyson's. It's close enough to their uniform. Trying to be a bit more careful here. A bit of a hyper focus going on right now, trying to get the corners just right. Try not to spill into too many things. I'm almost done with this first layer, at least. Oh, I realized I was pushing down a bit too hard there. That's a good way to ruin the bristles. Oh yeah, listening to this music, I just remembered something that I saw from one of the Guilds of Yote things. Is that there will be something called the Watanabe mode, where they get if you turn it on, then while you're traveling, you'll hear like lo-fi beats made by the director of like a Samurai Champloo, which sounds pretty fucking awesome. Okay, we'll wait for that to dry. And get on another layer of the Aethermatic, which probably should have had a layer of white, like I said. That's a bit too much. Try to take out some of the front of the brush. And one of those mistakes I talked about earlier. Really should have learned that for contrast paint like Aethermatic Blue, it pops up better with the white underneath. I guess that's why I would use it for the glowing spots by putting the white down first. Help it stand out more. Although by all means, as I'm doing this, I am wondering how neat it would be what like an actual uniform for the Jaguars if they somehow managed to have a washed one of these washed green blues instead. What that would look like. Probably not amazing, honestly. But I can wonder. I'll pick up a bunch of this blue back on the palette. It's not like I'll be done with the Titans after this too. I still have to get some gray on hand too. To paint some patches on. The Titans have an overly complicated uniform scheme. There's a bunch of like random gray squares all over them. Okay. That should be it for that, at least. I'm going to go ahead and brush this off because I'm going to need it again. We won't use this. We'll use a even smaller brush tip for the gray. Oh, that's to come still. Still to come, one might say. Alright, that'll do. Alright, get some more Aethermatic Blue on top for the Jaguars. Maybe this one will stick. Oh yeah, it actually is sticking a lot better now. That's good. I'm finally accruing enough layers for the intended color to be seen. Gosh. This is being even more annoying to work with than trying to get yellow paint on if you have black primer. Okay, it's getting there. You can see the vision. You can see the vision at least. Alright, now let's get some gray, and with this, that'll be the Veneration gray. They go on multiple kinds of grades, so I'm just going to do what I can instead. There's going to be some stuff over the shoulders, as well as on the pants, to try to work with. So it's not exactly the smoothest. Oh yeah, let's see. Oh, there's more water than I thought was going to be on that brush. It's hard to actually get anything to stick. There we go. And now just some gray on the pants as well. Let's just do the line, honestly. It's a bit tough to see, but yeah, there you go. God, it's even tougher to see on the line because it just looks like it's a shine. Oh, there goes the Dysons. Well, we've only been at this for a little over an hour. I'm almost done. This is way faster than last time as well. And that, I said this would be going to be the difficult one. So just imagine how fast we're probably going to go for the finale when we get the NFC South done. Which, goodness, what are they? Yeah. Hold on, let me try to get a refresher on what their colors are going to be. Alright, they all have... Oh, 3 of the teams have... the Falcons, Panthers, and Saints have black as their primary. Falcons, Bucks share a red. Bucks also have a light orange. Gonna try to get that cream in, because the creamsicle goes great. But yeah, the Panthers and Saints are just 2 other colors after the primary black. Definitely feeling a little bit extra upset at myself for losing parts for the final Space Marines. Because I definitely could have just finished everything up to date. Seeing how fast we've been going through these. And understanding how fast that means we're probably going to go. The last part. But hey, that just means I get to plan around something to add on to the finale. So that way I'm not just, lost and confused about my own pace like I am here. Need that dropper anymore. I'm gonna let this dry a bit more because I'm very close to finishing that, but in the meantime I'll go ahead and use the restroom real quick and give myself a chance to go ahead and walk around. No, I'm just gonna be back in a minute. Enjoy the chill tunes in the meantime, folks. Oh, sorry, Soka. I did some of that walking. Oh boy. Also, the mini's not anywhere near being done dry. So, guess we got some time to go ahead and just chat. Here, enjoy some free axolotl cam too, since I saw that they're right by the camera. Some nice sassafras slideshow going on. Yeah, really not sure why the thing's not wanting to be a constant flow like usual. Usually, it's usually better about that. Yeah, Sass is a cutie. I'm happy to have gotten him at the show when I did. Even with boy. What was I saying again? That's cutie. I'm glad to have gotten him, and the rabbit hole put me down in wanting to. Well, start off by improving my leopard gecko's enclosure, and then get some more animals and make sure they have fun shit as well. Oh boy. But yeah, it's gonna be it's fun. I love all my animals, and I'm happy to have what I do have. Oh, Sasoka says that they love you. Okay. But yeah, I'm happy, and whenever I get the space in the future, I'm excited to go ahead and try building even more enclosures, get more animals. I thought with this with some other people, but one thing I would love to do is build like probably like a 6 foot long, 4 foot high enclosure, probably like 2 or 3 feet deep, and that'll be like for like some kind of Australian lizard, whether it be a bearded dragon, an Aki monitor, or a frilled lizard, or a blue-tongued skink. Either one I would love to have in the future and just kind of like build that big thing. Although my next project, when I have the space, would be first getting a reef tank set up, because I want to have one. I think they're very cool. It was actually a debate for me between getting a hognose snake and making putting together a reef tank, and I decided it was better for me to get a hognose snake instead at this point in time. Oh, what's up, Soka? Komodo dragon? Illegal as pets. I would love to have like a big monitor someday in the future, though. Like, I would love to have a water monitor. You just literally need a room set for them, because they are big animals, and you'll need like 8 feet by 8 feet by 8 feet, it feels like, for them, while making sure they have water to swim into. Alright, this is pretty dry now. Let's get another layer. Honey, how did one of your hairs get up here? Was it for when I pet you? It was for when I pet you, wasn't it? There's an animal that's illegal to own in the... There's actually a lot of animals that are illegal to own in the States. For the most part, it depends on each state, whether you need a license to have one, or if it's just outright not allowed. Oh. What's that space? I just see their tail right now. But yeah, like, there's some things like Fiji banded iguanas that are illegal all throughout the states, whereas the normal iguanas everyone's just kind of like pictures as an iguana are illegal in a lot of southern states because they're invasive species. Or they become invasive species because of dumbasses who would get the animal, not realize how big it was going to get or how much it was going to cost them, and then they would just dump it out into the wild. Same with Burmese pythons. And Burmese pythons are now the apex predator in the Everglades because all the people would just dump them when they got too big. And they have no natural predators there. So, yeah. Oh, nothing preys on them in there, I mean. Okay, there we go. The green's finally showing up. So you live in lets you get away with a lot of crap. Snakes in the Everglades. Yeah. Yeah, there's a reason why in Florida, if you see a Burmese python in the wild, you are allowed to just kill it. In fact, that's the recommended thing to do. Oh, the pythons are starting to die off. Okay, that's okay then. Yeah, I feel bad for the animals. They didn't choose to be there, but unfortunately, it's for the best that they're taken out of that environment. They don't belong there. Also, speaking of what does and doesn't belong, we're gonna go ahead and just have things done here. An hour and a half in, as we have our Houston Texans Space Marine. Wait, let me double check. Yep. Okay, yeah. Houston Texans. Honestly, very similar to the Patriots, I believe. And the Giants, too. We have the very basic Indianapolis Colts. Like, they don't even have a line for them, honestly. We have our Jacksonville Jaguars. The green will finally get to a nice color when this dries. And the Tennessee Titans Space Marine as well. Yeah, that'll go ahead and do it, like I said, for today. Thank you all so much for watching this Makeshift Monday. Hope you have a fantastic time. And if your team is one of the ones pictured here, I hope they have a good season. I have no animosity for any of them. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic time. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, and check out any links in the description. Bye-bye, YouTubes.